Ranking the best defensive ends in Madden 25. And boys, we are back here with another tier list update. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the defensive end position. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, right before we do go ahead and get into the new cards today, we want to take a look at the old tier list. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, man, I really don't think much has changed. Like, I still think Reggie White, Mark Gassnow, Micah Parsons, Kyle Vandenbosch, Jason Taylor, even Max Crosby. I think these are the S tier of defensive ends. And today I just think we have people that join like that top level, not have like a new S tier today. Now we are going to get it started right here with the low overall team of the week, Michael Clemens. We are on budget beast watch, and this card is 6'5", 281, has 78 speed, 86 acceleration with little to no pass rush. So that's really where we can stop with this card. There's really no point to use him. With that low of pass rush at this point, he's going to be someone in the F tier. Now after that, though, we go on a run of Dwight Freeney's, and I actually think this card is pretty interesting because we're going to talk about his pass rush traits. Now we're going to get it started at the 82, and pretty much as he goes up in overall, obviously he gets better. And this card is 6'1", 268. That's not changing, but this card, 83 speed, 85 acceleration, decent finesse moves of 82. You're going to notice the power moves and the block shed are lower on this card, but if we look at his traits, it's actually kind of ideal because spin and swim move, think of that as finesse moves, think of the bull rush move as power moves. This basically says right here he's not going to use his power moves, he's only going to use his finesse moves. So I actually feel like this is a decent card, and I'm going to go ahead and place him in the D tier. And then we're going to go to the 85, where you're going to see he has the exact same traits, but this time gets a boost in speed, 85 speed, 87 acceleration, this time 85 finesse moves, and hits 80 for block shed and impact blocking. I actually feel like this is a really solid defensive lineman in the game. I was actually kind of thinking in the B tier, like bottom end. I feel like he hits a lot of good like core ratings in the game. I'm going to go ahead and slightly place him in the B tier. After that, we go up to the 87, where the 87 has 86 speed, 88 acceleration, 88 finesse moves with similar block shed and impact blocking. For me, I feel like the 87 and the 85, sure, the 87 has a little bit more speed, a little bit more finesse moves, a little bit more block shed, impact blocking, but I actually think they're like on the same level. I don't think this card is deserving of A tier. I'm going to place them literally right by each other. Again, you could go like this, but I think they're literally right by each other because I don't think he gets that much better going up this 2 overall. But then finally right here, of course, we get 90 overall Dwight Freeney, and this card has 89 speed, 91 acceleration, this time 92 finesse moves, and again, same traits. So he's not going to use power moves. He's only going to use that 92 finesse move rating, and has decent block shed, decent impact blocking. And this is a card that we can actually talk about some abilities with, which X factor wise, I really just think the AKA ones are good on defensive linemen. Base abilities though, he can potentially get like an edge threat, which I don't really think is great, but 1 AP speedster actually isn't terrible value. Also unpredictable as well, so nothing like too crazy. A lot of people would just go like pick artists or lurk artists instead of running those D-line abilities, but it's something you could do. For me, Dwight Freeney is going to be someone that I think is deserving of S tier, and I think he's right by Micah Parsons, and I don't hate to take you saying he is a better rusher than Micah Parsons. And now right after that, we get 84 overall John Kaminsky right here, and this is a card that is 6'5", 285, 82 speed, 85 acceleration, has 81 power moves with lower finesse moves, decent block shed, and decent impact blocking. And this time for his traits, does have the bull rush and the swim move trait on yes, so not really ideal traits. We would only want the bull rush move on this card, so we wouldn't use that 68 finesse moves. But overall, I feel like with this list right now where it's at, I think he's a D tier caliber card. Now we get 85 overall Kaminsky Robinson, and this is a card that is 6'3", 320, so built like a defensive tackle, but 67 speed, 73 acceleration, really offers you no like speed or excel obviously, and also really doesn't offer you great pass rush. I get the block shed and impact blocking is high, but I really just don't think there's a point to the card with that low of pass rush. So in my opinion, Kaminsky Robinson is going to go ahead and be in this F tier. Now right after that as well, we get a pretty interesting card right here. We get Micah Parsons, the Doritos promo right here, and I believe how this card works is it's probably going to be some promo going on. I believe last year you got a Doritos player through solo challenges, but it also could be something to where you got to go to like your local store, get a bag of Doritos, and there's like a code inside. You put the code in and you get this card right here. But this card is 85 speed, 86 acceleration, has 87 finesse moves with a little bit lower power moves, not their best block shed, not the best impact blocking, and this time for traits, bull rush, spin move, and swim move on yes, so all 3 pass rush traits, and that means he's going to use his power moves. Now I feel like his direct comparison of course is his what's called 87, and I feel like the 87 is a lot better, because at least he hits 80 power moves and also doesn't have the worst block shed or impact blocking. I feel like he is a tier worse than his 87. So 86 Doritos Parsons is going to go ahead and be in this B tier. Now we go on a slight little run of team builders. First one we got is Broderick Washington right here from the Ravens. And this is a card that is 6'2", 314, has 81 speed, 84 acceleration, pretty solid for the defensive end spot. 87 power moves with a little bit lower finesse moves of 77, 88 block shed, 90 impact blocking. That's actually pretty nice for run defense. And this time for his traits, only the bull rush move on yes, which is actually again really nice. That's ideal because he will not use this finesse move rating. Now this is a card that I think is more of a defensive tackle. Like he's 6'2", 314, and I feel like if you got this stats at defensive tackle, it's like this is a potential like maybe even S tier defensive tackle, and that's where I would play him. Again, decent speed, decent excel, decent power moves for the DT. I think this is a pretty solid card, and if I were to rank him based on where he'd be at the DT spot, I'd put him in the A tier. Like I really do like this card, but as a pure defensive end, I'd probably lean like more like B tier. I just like some of these A tier guys more from like the edge rusher spot, and I do like Reggie White and Joe Klecko a little bit more DT, so I'm gonna place him in the B tier. And right after that we get DJ Davidson as well, and this card is 6'3", 327. So like I was saying with Broderick Washington, this is a card that I would play a DT if you're going to use him, and he has 77 speed, 81 acceleration, 73 finesse moves, 82 power moves. So not the greatest pass rusher in the world. It's okay. 86 block shed, 91 impact blocking though is really, really nice. And for traits, again, only the bull rush move on yes. And like I was saying with Broderick Washington, I feel like he could be a tier higher defensive tackle, but I think at the defensive end spot, I would like everyone in B tier over him. So I think actually this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place him B, and I'm gonna go ahead and place him in the A tier. And again, these are two cards that will play a DT, so that's where they would rank for me. Like I think Broderick Washington is an A tier defensive tackle, but probably like a B tier defensive end. And then DJ Davidson is like a C tier defensive end, but like a B tier defensive tackle. And right after that, we also get Leonard Williams right here. And Leonard Williams, another card that I would play a DT. And this card is 6'5", 302, 75 speed, 80 acceleration. Again, pretty solid. 90 power moves, lower finesse moves, 90 block shed, 90 impact blocking. Like these core ratings right here, phenomenal. And this time for traits, only the bull rush move on yes as well, meaning he's not going to use this 68 finesse move rating, 90 power moves, 90 block shed, 90 impact blocking. He really has one weakness, and that's speed and excel. And what this is going to make me do is I think, again, he's like top end of this A tier, one of my favorite cards in A tier. I'm going to drop down Broderick Washington and DJ Davidson because I feel like Leonard Williams, basically these three cards right here are all defensive tackles, right? And I think DJ Davidson is the worst, Broderick Washington's second best, and Leonard Williams is the best. So yeah, I like them kind of going in that order right there. And Leonard Williams, literally one weakness is speed or excel, and he could have made up for that weakness, potentially getting like a AKA X Factor like Reggie White or Mark Gastineau, but obviously not an AKA card. But I think, again, this is a great card right here, and I think he's one of the better value picks in the game. And now lastly right here, we do have Von Miller, 90 overall, and this is a card that has 89 speed, 85 acceleration, has 90 finesse moves, 83 power moves, 90 block shed, and 87 impact blocking. And this time for his traits, he has everything you would want on yes on yes. Like he is like kind of like trait glitch, right? Like everything you want on yes on yes. And Von Miller is another card we can talk about some abilities with as well. Again, X factors on these cards, I really think the AKA ones are better, but base abilities, again, it's like unpredictable, potential speedster for one, edge shred again, so no like base double or nothings on these cards. So yeah, it's just like until we get an AP update, it's like, do you really want to run that? Von Miller though, for me, I think this is another potential S tier card. And now we also did get another reveal right here. We got defensive player of the month right here, Will Anderson, and this is a card that has 89 speed, 93 excel, 91 block shed, 94 finesse moves, 85 power moves. And if you are curious, his traits make it to where he will use his finesse and power moves. Now, the thing on Will Anderson is I think it's kind of interesting what he can get ability wise. Like he can base get like an edge strat elite or like a double or nothing, and I think that would be valuable if we got an AP update. For instance, I kind of feel like if defense was at 12 AP right now, I kind of think he may even be like in an S tier with like Gastineau and Reggie White. But I feel like because of defensive AP right now, that's what makes him more just in a group. I think that's what makes him in like a big group with everyone in this tier. Yeah, I think defensive end is a pretty loaded spot. I think you can definitely make justifications for like Reggie White or Mark Gastineau being on their own level given their X factors. But the entire argument against that is the fact that you don't need to run defensive line ability abilities, you don't need to run the X Factor. So yeah, this is what the defensive end position is looking like for me in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Hope you guys did enjoy the video today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 25 Ultimate Team content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use these cards live on stream, have been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch to watch on YouTube. Make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.